we're going to do an overview of the two-way matching system on the Mailstar 500 with an inline inkjet and stamp affixer. We're going to go ahead and show you the screen, the navigation on the screen, and go ahead and do a setup for a two-way match, matching two documents, tracking it through the inserter, and inkjetting the proper name and address on the outside envelope. This is the main operator interface. It shows a load and an unload button. When you want to load the machine, you're going to press the load button after you're set up, and it'll sequentially start up. Load the machine. You'll see the record numbers in each position in the track. It shows where the envelope's being inserted here. Comes over to this area, turns it over, and then it goes out through the takeaway out onto the conveyor. Your menu button is here. It shows us that this shows us our reader setup. If we want to do an online operate or offline operate, if we do offline, that means the inserter is running dumb. It doesn't have any intelligence. If we do online, that means we're using the cameras, and we can go ahead and do a read print. So with online operation indicated, we can go ahead and do our reader setup. We can go to reader number 1. We want to set that reader up. Reader number 1, we want to tell it what station that it is in. Right now we have it in station 4. If we want to change that, we'll just touch the station. It gives us a keypad. We can maybe put it in 5 and enter. Train button allows us to train the camera for the trigger position for the barcode. So it will automatically, once we train it, it will automatically acquire the barcode at the proper encoder position for triggering. If we want to set up reader 2, we turn reader 2 on. We have it in station 5. This shows us what the reader's going to read, or sequence number, or the record number will be in these spaces here. When it's a match, these two will match on here. It'll read on reader number 1. When the record goes to station number 5, which is reader number 2, you'll show the two records will show they'll be the same number. So we're assuring that that is a match. If there's not a match, the system will halt and it'll tell us what the problem is. But those numbers have to match. If we're going to do an inline read and print, we need the inkjet printer right here, IJ. We're going to turn that printer on. This is going to tell us what record the printer is printed and the last piece printed. We can also do a sequence check here to make sure that all of our records are in sequence and there was no mishap with mixed records. So we're going to go ahead and train camera number 1. We'll go ahead and start the inserter up. We're going to pull out of station 4. We're going to pull out of station 5. We'll go ahead and turn our reader on. It's going to project an X down out of the reader. We'll turn reader 2 on. Also projects a blue X in our cameras here. We're going to go ahead and jog a piece out. Machine's sequentially starting up, so it's going to wait. Oh. You have to hit load. Once we're loaded, we'll start to pull a piece. Okay, we're pulling a piece on station number 4. Sequential startup, it waited 1, 2, 3, and pulled on the 4th one because the machine's always going to sequentially start up when you're online. It's coming in to pull out the piece. Right now, station's telling us we need to set the detection. Press the button. We're going to pull the piece out. At this time, once we see the barcode, we'll move the camera left or right so that that X lines up with the 2D barcode. Let me just demonstrate that. put a T-handle wrench right here. I'm going to loosen the knob, or the screw. I'm going to move the camera left or right so I can line that X up with the barcode right there. It's in line with the barcode. We'll snug our screw down like that. We're going to jog it out until the barcode is right under that X. Right there. Camera's actually all automatically trained, but let's go ahead and train it anyway. We'll go to the train button. I'm going to hit the train button. You're going to see the camera flash. That's automatically trained. Now we're going to pull from station 5, which is what we're going to do is we're going to read that barcode from station 4 with number 1 camera. We're going to number 2 camera is going to check that the record matches. We're going to pull the piece. It's going to move to station 5. Pull out station 5. Set the detection. I'm going to check and see if the camera is in line with the barcode. It looks like it is. It's waiting for to acquire the barcode. I'm going to get it right over the barcode. We're going to go ahead and train that. Hit train again on 5. Camera's going to flash. We've acquired the barcode. So now camera 2 is assuring that we're matching the barcode with camera 1. I see that the barcode is 3723, 3723. They do match. If they didn't, we'd get an error. So at this time, we're going to pull out an envelope. You're going to see the data here from camera 1, the data here from camera 2. Once they shift over, they should match. 3723, 3723. The data matches. I'm going to reduce the screen here so that you can see the tracking in the inserter. Right here. These are the first record we pulled. This is the first match. This is the second match. You'll see that continue through the machine. You see the records moving. You see the cameras acquiring the barcodes. Camera 2's checking that camera 1 matches. Okay, we'll go back to the menu. We've already got some material loaded, but we'll go back to the menu here. We'll go to reader setup. It shows you we've got the inkjet printer turned on. We've got reader 1 and reader 2 turned on. Reader 1 is in station 4, reader 2 is in station 5. We've already trained them. You can do a sequence check up or down. See the green arrow up, green arrow down. We can do the sequence check so you'd actually turn that on if we're going to check that they're in sequence, meaning that all our records are in sequence. If the record was not in sequence, it would shut the machine down and give you an out of sequence error. So I'm going to turn this off for now. We'll minimize that. We'll go to the data setup. If you want to set up your data, you can use a handheld device to read the barcode, and your device is going to show you how much data, what data is in that data string, and you're going to read. You're going to enter what you want to read. So we're going to start at the eighth digit, and we're 6 digits long. You can change that here, whatever digit you want to start at and whatever length the barcode is. We can go up to 24 digits. You can also trigger the reader and then read the barcode from the machine's reader also instead of the handheld device. Your choice. Okay, we're going to set up the inkjet to accept the read and print. So what we're doing is we're sending the data string to the ink.jet software. It will look up the record in the software and print the correct name and address on the outside envelope. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Options, Imager Configuration, System Settings, and right here we have Mode, Read Print Mode, or we have a normal mode. So if you're going to run the inkjet without read and print, you're going to be in normal mode. Excuse me. If you're going to be in read print, if you're going to read and print, you need to be in read print mode. Right here it shows this read print mode #1 index number. That is the field that your sequence number that you're matching to would be in. If you have your field set up differently and it's in a different field, your sequence number, then you would change this to the field that corresponds with that. It's really all you have to do here. We're going to say OK. Brings us back to our records and what we're going to print. We're going to start the print job here. So the printer's waiting for a record. Once a record arrives at the printer, it will print that record. So we're going to send the data. The piece comes to this print sensor, the send data sensor here. We're sending data here. When the piece gets to the inkjet, it's going to print that record on the outside envelope. Okay, we're all set up for the read and two-way match, read and print. So we're going to go ahead and load the machine. Machine's empty right now. We're going to go ahead and start it, load it up. Machine will sequentially start up. We're matching two pieces. We're tracking it through the machine. We hit the send data sensor. We're going to look that up and we're going to print the proper name and address on the outside envelope. If we look at this, we've got Roberta, and inside we have Roberta and Roberta, so that's a match. Sequence number 3743, so on both documents, 3743. And 3743 on the record. We just unloaded the system. So we're running a 2-camera match at speed. Currently we are at, we're doing it at 70, almost 7,800 an hour. Two-way match read print. Okay, we're going to create a mismatch scenario. I'm going to take from station 5 and I'm going to mix up two pieces. I'm going to put the one that's supposed to pull above the one behind it. Let me put a little more material in that feeder. Our material's in terrible shape here. Okay, so right now we've mixed the material up. We're just going to go ahead and start it. Okay, so automatically we come up with a match error. It's automatically telling us we have an error. And if we look at it, camera 1 pulled 4011, camera 2 pulled 4012. It told us that right here. We should be matching 4011. So we can rectify that manually. We'll put the corresponding piece that should have matched here, 4011. We'll put 4012 back where it belongs. Just to demonstrate that it will catch a mismatch condition. And then we can, once I resume, it's going to miss this first piece, so let's just do that. Right now it's going to give us another error. Camera's waiting for this 4012. I'm going to pull 4012. Like I said, all we have to do is put it under the camera, read it, and drop it in the track. That comes up when the printer is expecting a piece and doesn't see it for a few seconds. That's in there just in case there was a jam between the handoff of the send data sensor and the print sensor. So if there's a period of time in there that's too long for the system, it's going to give us that error. We know there's no error, but we waited too long to restart the machine. It thinks there's an error. We're going to just clear that, and we can resume.